Stop for a moment. Just breathe. Do you feel that? It is subtle. It is quiet. It is like the stillness in the air right after a violent storm has finally passed.
You might not see the physical evidence of it yet. You might look around at your life and see the same walls, the same bills, the same struggles that were there yesterday. But I need you to listen to me very closely right now. Something has shifted. The atmosphere around you has changed. The spiritual heaviness that has been suffocating your dreams is lifting.
You are looking for a sign in the sky, but the sign has already happened within your heart. For months, maybe even years, you have been crying out to me. You have been asking, Lord, when? When will you move? When will you fix this? When will you save me? You felt like you were waiting on me. You felt like I was silent. You felt like I was late. But my child, I wasn't late, and I wasn't ignoring you. I was waiting on you. And today, in the quiet of your soul, you finally did it. You finally did the one thing I have been waiting for before I could release the floodgates of heaven over your life. You may not even realize you did it. It wasn't a grand gesture. It wasn't a perfect prayer. It was that moment when you stopped fighting. It was that moment when you exhaled and said, "Okay, God, not my way, but yours." You let go. And because you finally let go of the steering wheel, I can now take you to places you never could have reached on your own. The delay is over. The season of stagnation is breaking. Let me explain to you exactly what just happened in the spirit realm and what is about to happen in your life. I know how hard this road has been. I need you to know that I have seen every single tear. I have collected them. Being chosen, it is not a title for the weak. You have often looked at others and wondered why their lives seem so easy. They make mistakes and seem to prosper. They cut corners and seem to get ahead. They live shallow lives and seem so happy. But you try to do everything right. You try to be kind. You try to be faithful. And yet it feels like you are walking through mud. Every step is a battle. Every victory is fought for with blood, sweat, and tears. You have faced betrayals from people you loved. You have faced financial doors slamming shut just when you thought they were opening. You have endured loneliness that feels cold enough to freeze your bones. You have asked me, why is it so hard for me? My beloved, it is hard because of what you carry. You are not a replica. You are an original, and the enemy of your soul does not waste his ammunition on empty vessels. He attacks you because he sees the brightness of the destiny I have placed inside of you. You have been in the crushing place, like the olive that must be pressed to release its oil, or the grape that must be crushed to produce new wine. You have been under immense pressure.
There were nights you thought you wouldn't make it. There were mornings you didn't want to get out of bed because the weight of your reality was too heavy. You felt like you were in a dark pit, forgotten by man and abandoned by God. You screamed in the silence, "Does anyone see me? Does my life even matter?" I saw you. I saw you when you refused to compromise your integrity, even when it would have been easier to lie. I saw you when you forgave that person who never even said they were sorry. I saw you give your last dollar to help someone else, even when you didn't know how you were going to eat. I saw you keep standing when everything in you wanted to collapse. You thought you were breaking down, but actually you were breaking through. The pressure wasn't there to destroy you. It was there to destroy the parts of you that couldn't handle the blessing I am about to pour out. You see, I cannot put a heavy crown on a weak neck. If I had given you what you wanted when you wanted it would have crushed you. Your character had to catch up to your calling.
And that brought us to the standoff. You were holding on so tight. You were trying to control the outcome. You were forcing the door open. You were operating out of fear, not faith.
You were exhausted because you were trying to do my job. But then came the shift. Maybe it was this morning. Maybe it was last night. Maybe it is happening right now as you listen to my voice. You reached the end of yourself. You looked at the mountain in front of you and admitted, I can't climb this alone. You looked at the broken pieces of your life and said, I can't fix this. And you surrendered. This is what I have been waiting for. This is the key that unlocks the treasury of heaven.
Understand this. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is not admitting defeat. Surrender is the ultimate act of power. It is you moving out of the
captain's chair and allowing the creator of the universe to take command. When you were worrying, you were worshiping your problem. When you were obsessing over how it would happen, you were limiting my options. But now that you have handed it over to me, my hands are free to work. You finally did it. You stopped looking at the wind and the waves, and you looked at me. You stopped looking at the calendar, fearful that time was running out, and you remembered that I created time. Because you have laid this burden down at my feet, I am picking it up, and I can handle it.
Do you remember the stories of old, the great heroes of faith? They all had to reach this point. The young man sold into slavery by his brothers had to let go of bitterness before he could rule a nation. The shepherd boy had to trust me in the face of a giant before he could wear the crown. The disciples had to step out of the safety of the boat before they could walk on water. You are in that company now. You have passed the test. The wilderness season was not a life sentence, it was a classroom, and you have graduated. Because you trusted me in the dark, I am about to trust you with the light. Because you were faithful with little, I am about to make you ruler over much. Now, hear my decree over your life. Because you have postured your heart in humility and surrender, the tide is turning. I am speaking to the winds of adversity that have blown against you, and I am saying, peace, be still. Watch what happens next. I am about to restore the years the locusts have eaten. You have grieved over lost time. You have wept over lost opportunities. You have felt that your best days are behind you. That is a lie from the pit. I am a God of redemption. I can do more in one moment of my favor than you could do in 1,000 lifetimes of striving. I am accelerating your timeline. I am bringing divine connections across your path. People who will mention your name in rooms you haven't even walked into yet. The doors that were slammed in your face, I shut them because they led to lesser things. I shut them to protect you. But now, I am opening a door that no man can shut. I am opening a door of abundance, of influence, and of peace. The finances that have been strangled, watch the release. I am the owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills. I am sending provision not just to sustain you, but to overflow through you, so you can be the blessing you have always wanted to be. The relationships that broke your heart, I am bringing healing. I am removing the toxic roots and planting you in a garden of genuine love and loyalty. And to those who mocked you, those who watched you struggle and whispered that you were finished. I am preparing a table for you right in front of them. They will see my glory upon you. They will see that the fire didn't burn you, it refined you. You are a chosen one. That means you are marked. The enemy tried to break you because he feared who you would become. He knew that once you learned how to trust me completely, you would be unstoppable. Well, you have learned, and you are unstoppable. Your destiny is not just about you, it is about the generations coming after you. You are breaking generational curses right now. You are the cycle breaker. Because you didn't quit, your children and your children's children will walk in freedom. You took the hits, so they won't have to. Get ready. The wait is over. The transition is finished. You are stepping into the promised land.
So, what do you do now? You walk. You walk with your head held high. You do not walk with arrogance. You walk with assurance. You wake up tomorrow morning not with the dread of survival, but with the excitement of expectation. You look at your problems and you smile because you know your Father is handling them. Do not pick the burden back up. Do not take the worry back. If the anxiety tries to knock on your door tonight, you answer it with praise. You say, I don't know how he's going to do it. I just know he is going to do it. You finally did what I was waiting for. You gave me your trust. Now watch me give you my best. I am proud of you. I know it wasn't easy. I know it hurt, but you made it. You are still standing, and you are stronger than you have ever been. The struggle has ended. The blessing has begun. Let's seal this moment. Wherever you are, if you can, close your eyes. Open your hands, palms facing up as a sign that you are ready to receive. Repeat this in your heart or say it out loud with me.
Father, I thank you. I thank you that you never left me, even in the silence. I thank you that my pain was not in vain. Today I confirm my surrender. I let go of the control. I let go of the fear. I let go of the timeline. I trust you with my future. I am ready for the new season. I am ready for the open doors. I am ready for the overflow. I receive your peace. I receive your power. I receive your destiny for my life. I am a chosen one, and I am stepping into my purpose. It is done. My child, go in peace. The battle is won. The shift is here. I love you with an everlasting love.